So we have another question here that came in. How do I stay compliant without getting overwhelmed? And I totally get that, right? Because compliance in itself is like a big weighted word, and we want to make sure that we're being compliant so like nothing happens to our agency and what we've built and our staff and our clients, and it's like a lot. So here's my suggestion. We need to, first of all, we gotta really like eliminate all of that sort of overwhelm around being compliant. And so to do that, we need to have a system in place. We need to have structured checklists in place, and we need to have those assigned to an individual. Maybe it's yourself in the beginning, maybe it's your assistant, maybe it's an admin assistant, maybe you have a care coordinator that you can ask them to look over this. Some people, I guess, have a compliance officer. I've never been that fancy, I'll be honest with you. Sounds nice, but it sounds expensive. And I think that, especially when you're just starting out, it's going to be you. And then if you do have other people who are that you've hired to help you administratively, they're wearing at least two hats to begin. Because number one, you're not gonna have right from day one a bunch of clients and a bunch of staff. You have to build up to that, right? Like, let's just be real. So you can't have somebody that you hired just for scheduling who's going to do scheduling when there's only maybe 60 hours a week to schedule for the first month or something like that, right? What are they going to do the rest of the day? Unless you hire them on a super part-time basis. But I've always found it beneficial to have people wear at least two hats in the beginning. So that means my scheduler is also my receptionist. Then if I do hire a receptionist as I grow, she calls out one day, I can pull my scheduler to do reception, right? Because now she knows that. Maybe my care coordinator knows how to do scheduling. So if my scheduler's out, now she can do scheduling. You see what I'm saying? And I'm going off track, but it's all good stuff. It's all good information, right? But it's a little off track. So let's get back to the compliance. I know how we did this because I said, oh, some people have a compliance officer, and that's awesome if you do. I don't. So what we need to do is we got to set a monthly rhythm. We're going to put this on a monthly basis. And so what we're going to be doing is we're going to be reviewing documentations like timesheets or care task documentation. We're going to be looking over some incident logs if we need to see if any incidents happened that month. We're going to be making sure that our caregiver credentials are not only current, but we might also be looking at the month ahead. Like, are they about to expire next month? Who do I need to be reminding Sarah that her license is going to expire, right? And we're also going to be looking at what we need to do as far as supervision. So in most states, it's every 90 days is the supervision. So let's say that you're going to need to do some supervisory visits in September, or this is July. So let's say in August, I need to do supervisory visits. I might, at my once a month compliance check-in that I'm going to be doing, I might say, okay, I'm going to make my list of who I'm going to be going out to do my supervision on in August. I might be plugging that into my computer and my schedule that I'm going to do it on the first Tuesday of the month and the last Thursday of the month, right? And just getting it all in there and all organized, right? So go ahead and just, when it comes to compliance, yes, that's a daily thing that needs to be happening. But when it comes to our checks and balances and making sure that all of our paperwork is good, we can actually just devote like a 4-hour, not even a 4-hour block. We could just devote a little chunk of time. Maybe it's an hour or 2 hours where we kind of go through those things that I mentioned, their time sheets, the care tasks, making sure that people are where they're supposed to be and on time, and just doing all those compliance sort of things. And then preparing for the next month in that month, right? So hopefully that helps you. Hopefully that will cut some of that overwhelm when it comes to being compliant and making sure that everything is in order with your paperwork and your supervisory visits and all your licensing. I hope that that helps. If you have any questions whatsoever, do not hesitate to email me, support@BethanyRatcliffe.com. All right, take care.